water leak checks on meters and data logs. Pardon me. I would entertain a motion to approve the water utility report as presented.
So moved.
A motion from Mr. Standish. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Lance. Any questions, comments, or discussion on the water utility report? Hearing none, all is in favor of approving the report signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Moving on to the street department report. Performed utility locates for Indiana 811, cleaned equipment, picked up brush and trash around town, salt and plowed the streets. Mike Swisher's launched a monthly safety talk and training video initiative for all employees aimed at strengthening safety awareness and promoting a culture of workplace safety. Service the Kubota side-by-side and replace the drive belt. Degrease, cleaned, and serviced the John Deere backhoe and replaced damaged mailbox from plowing snow. We don't want to, yeah, we won't point anybody out. It just reminds me, who remembers the crankshaft? Anyway, the crankshaft comic, he always backed his school bus into the mailbox. Anyhow, I would entertain a motion to approve the street report as presented.
So moved.
A motion from Mr. Lance. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Skinner. Any questions, comments, or discussion on the street report? Hearing none, all's in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Wastewater for January 2026. We operated at 23% of our 0.58 million gallon per day design capacity. Monthly rainfall was 0.5 inches. We had a monthly plant flow average of 146,000 gallons per day for a total plant flow of 4,223,000 gallons. Reset and unclogged the lift station pump. Thawed frozen digester blower line and controlled ice formation on plant structures. Checked for sewer line backups in response to customers. Monitored for discharge of grease into sewer lines. Replaced broken T-valve covers. Assisted with snow plowing. Assisted with water meter install. Performed all routine sampling and testing. General maintenance and cleaning. We didn't get a report of what was found in the lift station, though. I would entertain a motion to approve the wastewater report as presented.
So moved.
A motion from Mr. Skinner. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Standish. Pardon me. Any questions, comments, or discussion on the wastewater report? Hearing none, all is in favor of approving the report signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed. We're making quick work of it here this evening. Marshall Halleck, any old or new business, sir?
Not at this time.
Mr. Skinner.
I have nothing at this time.
Mr. Lance.
Just again, thanks to everybody that works for the town. I appreciate all you do. I do have a question. This came up. I didn't really have a chance to bring it up in caucus, and it's just a general question I had from a patron. When we had all the snow, his question was, in reading the ordinance of sidewalks and snow on sidewalks, what constitutes dangerous sidewalks? He keeps his sidewalk clean, but he'd like to walk down the sidewalk, to walk his dog, and the neighbors wouldn't clean theirs. So he's like, what's the deal with sidewalks, and or what would be the answer to his dilemma? I guess is a question.
Actually, it's Indiana. The town doesn't have a ordinance that specifically addresses that, but you are to keep it cleared. I know I'm not able to clear the sidewalk between. They do a great job, but the town piles all the snow between my house and the neighbor's house when they clear the cul-de-sac. So I can't clear that. My snow blower is good, but it isn't that good. I'd have to be out there when they're piling it out there. But
It's a fair question.
I guess if it's a resident, I think we need to do. But not all streets have sidewalks as well.
No, but I believe we have an ordinance that says your sidewalk has to be free of repair. It can't be dangerous. And so I guess the question was, is snow-covered sidewalks considered dangerous?
Yes.
Would they? So theoretically, they could be cited for violating an ordinance. Theoretically. Okay. I'm just asking a question on his behalf.
Work with their neighbor as opposed to
exactly. Right. I totally get it.
Just talk to them about it. Hey, can I help you? Do you need some help?
Right.
Okay.
But it was just a question.
So it was a resident, not a business, because I'll
No, it was a
cover I had a
resident.
business. What's that?
It was a resident.
Okay. Anything else, Mr.?
No, thank you.
Mr. Standish?
I want to thank the town for the plowing. I don't know why it only snows on the weekends or in the middle of the night, but it seems like the last couple ones we had, it was Saturday night, Sunday morning, and gets people out of bed. And phenomenal job with the amount of snow that we had. I know it's never going to be perfect, but I thought we did an excellent job of using some good discernment when to plow, when to salt, when not to, based on the temperatures and the conditions. So maybe one time we'll get snow on a Tuesday at 9 in the morning, and it'll stop at 3 in the afternoon. So thank you. Also, fully expect that we will hear from our friends at Rescued Toys today, if I am not mistaken, and please correct me. But I believe that Rescued Toys was recognized in the Kokomo Tribune as #1 best of Kokomo new business. So congratulations to the people of Rescued Toys and their very successful start in Greentown, and it was awesome. That's a viewer's choice, a community choice rather, of those awards. So I thought that was super cool to see a local business get the press, and the people are voting. So very cool for the economy of Greentown. So congratulations.
Thank you.
On that. So that is also
Thank you, Mr. Standish.
Yes.
That's it? All right. A few items I had, as I mentioned in caucus, I had the opportunity and pleasure to attend the Eastern Howard School Corporation School Board meeting last week, where the town was recognized for our contribution to their planned upgrade to their playground equipment. And additionally, I stayed for the full meeting, which they said doesn't happen very often for somebody. But I got there at the beginning and stayed through the end. But also the school board pointed out that they were very pleased with the streets, the plowing of the streets, and they're like, we didn't have an issue with being concerned about calling school because of Greentown streets, that they were in great shape. And I said, well, I would make sure, and he's not here this evening, I'll make sure I share that with our new street department supervisor, who has taken the role extremely seriously and important, and I think he's doing a great job. In addition, we had a compliment from the UPS driver in the utility office. Said, I don't know who does your streets, but they're in great, do you contract it out? I think he asked. He goes, they're in great shape. He goes, I got stuck in Kokomo. I haven't gotten stuck in Greentown. So again, that was very good. Additionally, just so you're aware, and I have a layout of it if you'd like to see it, Mr. Troy Beachy preceded me at the school board meeting. As you know, the sports complex facility is located fairly far from the Eastern High School and Middle School main campus, and Mr. Beachy, the township trustee, has agreed to expend funds to install sidewalk in the county. As you're aware, the land between the school corporation and the sports complex is county property, and he will be installing sidewalk from High School Road down the west side to 50 South, and at 50 South that will be becoming a three-way stop.
nice.
With a crosswalk, and then they will cross to the east side of Meridian Street at that point, and the sidewalk will continue down to the sports complex. And Troy shared all that and then left, and he didn't get to hear me say that I appreciated the township trustee stepping up to that, because it appears like it's in town, but it's not. And really appreciate that. And in relation to that, I thought the sidewalks on High School Road looked pretty narrow, but Mr. Mock measured them today, and the north side is 4 foot wide, which is what Mr. Beachy's planning on installing, 4 foot wide sidewalk, and the south side was 3 foot, right? So can look forward to that project happening probably just after school's out, so it doesn't interfere. Unfortunately, it won't help with the spring, but they didn't want equipment out there working when students were trying to get through a construction area, so that was their reason for for waiting a bit.
Do you know if that three-way stop is on the same schedule, or if that's gonna be done a little bit earlier?
The plan is for it to be on the same schedule, I believe. And they will also be, and we may need to work with the county on it, they'll be wanting a crosswalk from the north side to the south side of High School Road on the west side. I'm sure we can work that out. What else did I attend? I think that's it.
We just received a signed letter from the board in the mail
Oh,
after
awesome.
our last council meeting,
Oh,
so.
okay.
the-
Recognizing-
The school board sent a letter, again, thanking the council for your donation.
March is the big deadline for the CCMG, so I know of no reason to meet on March 3rd, so the next council meeting will be March 17th at 6 p.m. Do you have anything? The caucus at 6, council meeting at 6:30. Do you have anything, Teresa? At this time, I'll open the meeting to any guests with comments for that. Please approach the podium and state your name and address.
My name is Floyd Krieg, 219 East Walnut Street. And I was just wondering, does the council have any plans on beautification of this town? I mean, we do great on infrastructure and all that. They take care of the streets, everything's fine, but beautification,
Could you be more specific? Do you mean?
anything. I mean, go to these other towns, Rushville, Windfall even. I mean, like planters, benches, Christmas lights, anything. I've been coming here for the last 18 years and I've never seen yet anything from the town saying, let's beautify the town somehow, So, that's something I think, since you want to shut down the park idea, I think it should be something.
So, I don't believe, I stated in caucus my personal opinion on a park. I don't believe that donation is just pending, for lack of a better term. As far as the other improvements, so your comment on infrastructure, the stormwater utility, the wastewater utility, the water utility are all funded by utility receipts. Utility receipts, some municipalities do what's called a pilot when they own the utility. That's called a payment in lieu of taxes. It's a mechanism where you can transfer funds from the utilities to the municipal entity's general fund. The issue with those, when you already have rates that are now, at one time I would say our rates were high, but they're now in line with additional communities of our size. I've had council members reach out to me. I've had our utility superintendents reach out to me and indicate reports that show that municipalities of our size have, unfortunately, would be a good way to put it, caught up to the town of Greentown and our rates. What you're asking for when you say beautification of the town, that would come from the general fund. So why I mentioned pilot, if we wanted to transfer some money from utilities because you mentioned the utilities, sir, that already have, hold on, sir, if I may. You mentioned utilities, which already have a rate structure, which many residents believe is quite high. And now I'm going to take money from those utilities to get additional fund into the general fund to do beautification. That doesn't seem
That's not
reasonable. That's not palatable. I would think if you asked any resident, are you willing to pay more on your utility bill? It's not a water bill as it gets called all the time. We actually bill fire protection, the hydrant rental, and we bill your trash service on that, and our two additional utilities on there. If we were to take funds from that to move into the general fund to have additional funds, I don't think that would go over well. So when you say spending funds from the general fund to beautify the community, at this point, in looking at our budget, I don't know where those funds would come from. As we look at SEA 1, and they're looking at postponing the change to how lit works and some other items there. I personally, as one of 5 members of the council, and actually as president, I don't typically vote. I'm concerned about being able to sign the fire protection contract with the Greentown Volunteer Fire Company. I'm concerned about being able to maintain a police department. I'm concerned about those items, those public service items, first and foremost. The streets, I'm very thankful for NDOT and the community crossing program. It helps communities our size. You know, we've been very successful with Wessler Engineering and Amy Miller at Cornerstone Grants for the utilities to get funds to help with maintaining that infrastructure. And I apologize if Greentown doesn't look the way that you would like or that other residents would like, but I think we have residents, and if you go, that are very proud of our community. But I think at a meeting you said we don't look like a Hallmark movie, and I just don't have the budget of a Hallmark movie.
Well, let's get back to, I never said once about taking any money from utilities. I never said once about taking any money from the street department. I said everything in this town is great from the floor down. I'm talking about street appeal. There's grants that this town can get. I just got a whole list of grants.
Did you read the fine print on the grants and the amount of matching money that they require to receive?
Some's
those grants?
matching, some's
Well,
not.
what's that, sir?
Some's matching and some's not.
Most all grants now through Okra are a matching-based grant. I am not aware of any grant where they just.
There's other
because
grants
they want,
other than Okra.
They want, I have met with the Community Foundation of Howard County. Those don't require a match typically. They came over to Greentown and did a listening session. The ability to raise funds in our general fund come from 2 items, the local income tax and property taxes. And those 2 items are constrained with the 1%, 2%, and 3% cap, the assessed valuation, and I think the budget is public knowledge. If you're able to find funds that I'm not aware of that we could put towards beautification of the town, I would be all for it.
I think they need to look outside the box a little bit, you know. Why don't you go to Rusheville and ask them how they do it? You know, they got 4 parks. Ask them how they do it. Rusheville's not any bigger than ours. They got lights up from both sides of the road all the way down 26. You know, they got street banners. I mean, if we took down our other banners.
I don't want to say, Mr. Krig, I'd be happy to speak with you after the council meeting about the situation at other communities, but I don't feel it's appropriate for me in this forum to make a statement about the financial standings of another community.
Okay.
Whether that be Windfall, Rusheville, Gas City, Swayze. But I'd be happy to talk to you about it after the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Have we seen an estimate, since you brought it up, an estimate of the reduction that we're gonna be facing based on the new the state government funding plan?
I want to say 12,000 a month,
It's been a while
approximately.
since I've seen it.
About 150. It varies. The last, and I believe, I know Marshall Hallett gets them as well. The last email I received from AIM indicated it looked like they were trying to push the lit change off to 2029.
So the projection is, the current projection,
And when it changes, we get approximately $12,000 a month from the county now that's part of that. And under the new structure, we would have to request the county to send us that money. Today, we get it directly dispersed to
Right.
us, but because of our size, we fall under too small, so the funds go to the county, and then we have to go to the county council and say, we'd like to continue to receive the funds. we
so
were
currently they don't have a, currently we're getting the money without.
Directly.
Directly, and in the future, we're gonna have to go and ask them if they would like to make a contribution to the town of Greentown.
Yes, and I have already approached several members of the county
Nice.
council. I've already approached the county council about
And
that,
that's currently a a shortcoming of $12,000 a month.
approximately.
Is that from the state and the county both, 12
No,
and 12, or
that's
total
the
12?
approximate amount we get from the county. Right now, it's two different funds,
Okay,
approximately.
so we could be
But you're
looking,
talking about property tax, and I don't know how, we're
I
not
don't know
gonna
what's-
know.
we don't know the property
That's gonna
tax
be
yet.
huge.
Yeah.
so we're looking
And
at,
it'll be less each year.
just in the county, we're looking
It's not
at-
one
yeah.
and done.
Right.
Every year.
so
You're
for
gonna
county
get
level,
more.
we're looking at potential of a shortfall of $144,000.
That's on just the local
Just
income tax.
Not, not,
Not
with
property
state,
tax.
not state property tax.
Correct, not property tax. And you'll notice property taxes for this 2025 payable and 2026 haven't been uploaded to Beacon yet, because they don't know what to do.
So I would urge everyone in attendance and online to keep your eyes peeled on the state funding mechanisms, because that not only impacts the town, it impacts schools. And I've heard different projections thrown around a while ago, the hundreds of thousands of dollars per year that certain school corporations, under that projection, were going to be out. Not like they can raise prices to make up the difference. So keep your eyes peeled for the funding and the conversations, and if you feel moved, talk to your state congressional individuals and see if you can pin them down on their rationale for the cuts and how it impacts us. So
Thank you, Mr. Standish. Any other guests this evening? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
A motion from Mr. Standish, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Skinner, all in favor?
Aye.
Have a good evening, thank you.